The Trinidadian pathologist who today observed the post-mortem examinations and the bodies of the three Lindeners shot dead when the police opened fire on a group of protesters confirmed that all three men died from gunshot injuries. The pathologist said two of the men were shot to their chest while one was shot to the back. They all had gunshot wounds to the heart and lungs.
They all died in similar fashion. I mean, two were shot in the anterior left chest. One of that person was also shot in the left leg and the right leg, with the fatal injury in that particular person being in the anterior chest, penetrating the lung and the heart and causing profuse bleeding or hemorrhage and dying in shock. The other two individuals, one was shot in the back, twice in the back, one in the lower left back, one in the upper left back. The shot in the upper left back, again penetrated the heart and the lung, and he also exsanguinated in the chest, the left chest cavity. And the other individual, the last individual, had one shot really to the anterior left chest, and which would have penetrated the heart and the lung, and he also exsanguinated and died of shock as a result of the blood loss.
The metal fragments found in the bodies of the men were consistent with live rounds from a handgun.
The metal fragments in two of the cases look almost identical. And there was a little variation probably in the other metal fragment that went into the chest. Of course, these are going to be verified by ballistics to determine what caliber weapon that was used. But two of them look pretty similar. And probably it is, if they were being fired upon by multiple people.
Attorney at law Nigel Hughes, who is representing the interests of the family of the deceased, said the findings of the autopsy should be enough to bring criminal charges against the police, and he expects that to be done.
That I am in a state of deep shock that the state of Guyana would in effect execute its own citizens, because that is in effect what has happened. All those bullets, as you heard Dr. Daisley say, went straight through the heart. That is not an accident.
APNU member Aubrey Norton said the Home Affairs Minister should now hand in his resignation with the findings of the report. And Region 10 Chairman Sharman Solomon said it was clear that regional leaders may have been targeted.
I think all of Guyana has got to act, because we started with simple police brutality, we moved to torture, extrajudicial killing, and now you're at the point where the police force is murdering its citizens openly. And therefore I think it becomes an issue that all of Guyana will have to take on to bring the police force back in line and to make it live its motto of service and protection to the people.
We had received information from activists that had suggested that they were called by senior members of the Guyana Police Force and were threatened that they were going to be killed. They have also said that persons were scoping out their homes the night before.
There have been calls for an independent inquiry into the police shooting death of the three men. The pathology results could force the Director of Public Prosecutions to act even before that inquiry gets started.